Whether you've been taking a summer break or a winter break over the last few weeks, I'm here to break it to you. MARBULA 1 is back. Welcome to Ohm, everyone. I'm Greg Woods. This is the site of the Momotorway, a staple in MARBULA 1 and what has quickly become a fan favorite for the sand, the sea, oh yeah, and the food. Don't forget that either. We are also fortunate to have a technical racetrack ahead of us that has been featured in each of the first two seasons of MARBULA 1. It was won by a different marble each time, different race winner, different pole position, and different fastest lap, in fact, all by different teams, and we've not yet had a repeat for any of them. What does that have in store for the race ahead? Well, before we get there, we must qualify in knockout qualifying format. You will recognize the corners, you will recognize the layout, and remember some great moments in the past as we come to, dare I say, a classic MARBULA 1 track. It's still a little early for that, but I digress. Fans filing into their seats as we get ready to drop the first marble in for qualifying, and it will be the Pinkies and Pinky Toe. We are underway. Technical start to the lap with this series of corners that opens up to get you ready for the hairpin and what feels like a fairly long straight, I was gonna say. Makes it a lot longer when you hit the middle there. Oh, and that drop, Pinky Toe getting out of sorts, coming off of the drop and onto the curbs. There you see that far hairpin where in the past marbles have run out of steam, but you quickly get it back together before the double right-hander to finish the lap. And if past average lap speeds are anything to go off of, well, usually we're around the 27-second mark, so a 29.160 does not bode well for Pinky Toe. How does it do for the Green Ducks? Mallard, purple through the first two, purple through the first three, and that's more like it, a 26.589. Yellow with a glance off of the middle there. Yellow, our pole position back in Season 2 when we visited this circuit. Green through the first sector, but lost some time, 1500ths down, trying to pick it up, and Yellow does. Narrow margin, just a couple of hundredths, but Mellow Yellow have themselves provisional P1. Dash is 3/10 up through that first sector, coming across the line at the far hairpin. A lot of that has bled away. Swinging around here, good enough for third. Bonbon, we focus on now. Our pole sitter back at the O Raceway, but a terrible result last time out at the Honeydome. Qualified 17th, finished 19th. Over a second and a half off through the middle, coming across in fourth place. Not ideal. Shimmer comes through now. Into that far hairpin, 2/10 has turned into 6/10 down. Across the line, and had a good recovery in the third sector. Goes up to third spot as the Midnight Wisps out on track now with Wispy. Third place in qualifying at Sleet Street, but has then been toward the bottom of the top 10 ever since. A lot of time to make up. Oh, and a glance there off the curbs in fifth. A reminder of the qualifying format as we come through the end of Q1. The bottom 10 marbles will be eliminated. Rapidly bounding back and forth, comes across the line, 2/10 clear of anybody. 26.308 for the Savage Speeders. Rapidly trying to better a fourth place qualifying way back at Tumult Turnpike. Has been down since then. Last time out at Mellow Meadows, 17th. Middle of the pack showing for Iceberg in the meantime, who goes 6th. Hazy slow down that straightaway. Running to the curb, trying to keep the speed up through that far hairpin. First of the rights, second of the rights, 7th. At the midway point of qualifying now, we see a pretty good spread developing. 26.308 to a 29.160, and that's slowest Pinky Toe by nearly a full second. Well, the Pinkies have to be incredibly disappointed. I would think we'd be turning more red out of embarrassment than pink. Prim comes up now. Qualifications of 9th, 10th, and then 11th. Surely you're not hoping for 12th here. Prim, purple through the first sector. That means fastest of any marbles so far. Coming across the line there, purple again. Half a second, becomes 3/10, but still in the lead. Across the line, P1. 25.381. Talk about a second's margin. That is a full second clear of Rapidly. That was a tremendous run. And Bolt, running a bit of the opposite there. 9th place. You see the red on the scoring pylon. That means that those marbles, 11th and below, they will be eliminated and will not move on out of Q1. Spex has a terrible time getting around that far turn. And you can see that time completely plummet. Wispy is eliminated along with Bon Bon and Pinky Toe. Minty Flav is out there now. Our second place finisher back at Misty Mountain, but last time out of Honeydome, 9th in qualifying. Flav comes across and will not advance. Now the home team, Momo, getting the cheers of the crowd, trying to make up some time. Down 4/10. The next time split, what does that show? 1.2. Not good. Momo's last time out was 13th. What is this one? Safe for now. Ooh, you also see the green up there in the scoring pylon. Those marbles are safe based on the number who are left to qualify. And all of the fans here at the Momotorway are going to be watching Momo, and Momo drops one more. Cosmo goes into a strong second place with a 26.126. That's still a good gap back from Prim, who put down a lap for the ages, apparently. Is anybody going to get close to Prim? Oh, Clutter, that was disastrous too. 28.322. Still not in Pinky Toe range of shame, but not where they want to be. Cerulean streaming down the course now. Coming across the line. 8th. Oh no, Momo is on the bubble. In the danger zone right now with 2 marbles left. Momo holding on for dear life right now. Clementon is down on the leaders, 1.2 seconds back. What will it do? Momo is eliminated. Clementon comes in 9th and safe. And the last marble out is Yellow Eye, our winner from last season. Just has to get up into the top 10 to move on to Q2, and does. Iceberg also eliminated in the process. Down below, Iceberg, Momo, Hazy, Spex, Bolt, Wispy, Minty Flav, Bon Bon, Clutter, and Pinky Toe are eliminated. Those positions, 11th through 20th, are set for the race. The top 10 now move on to a 3-lap shootout for pole position. So Prim, great lap and all, but can you bring it home through 3 laps to keep everyone behind? This will go quickly, but it will start slowly with these meandering turns, and Prim loses the lead right off the bat. Oh, and that was a great start for Rapidly as well. Cosmo leads them out of those tortuous turns, takes the outside line through the hairpin for the first time, and actually has a decent gap. Prim has recovered to 3rd, first time through the drop. That's going to spread people out. Good moves there by Clementon. Yellow is also in the hunt as they weave back and forth and come across the line for the first time. Cosmo has the lead. Prim has recovered to 2nd place. Rapidly, who started well, still holds in 3rd. Then it's Shimmer, Yellow, Yellow Eye, Clementon, Dash, Cerulean, and Mallard. Those last 2 are a bit off the back behind Dash, who's out in space. Prim and Rapidly battling again. Rapidly gets up into 2nd place. Prim shoots by them all on the straight and now has the lead and immediately stretches that gap to 10 or 15 lengths. Great move by Prim, but the lead is coming down as they're going to cross the line. Clementon up into 3rd and is going to be very close to those top 2. Off they come. Oh, Clementon gets shouldered back, but there was a shot for the lead. They come together. Prim fends off Cosmo and sends that marble backward into the clutches of Shimmer and Clementon. Can Prim hold it through this final lap? Cosmo and Shimmer close together. Clementon right behind. There was the move, coming up there very close. Cosmo can't get it done. Prim wins the sprint and will start on pole position. Boy, so much happened in the last part of that lap. And Prim, remember I said at the beginning that we haven't had a repeat? Well, knock that one off the board. Prim does it again. First season and third season here at the Momotorway. Cosmo, in the meantime, that's best qualifying of the season there. Clutter, only 19th. Oof. Also, not a great finish for our race winner last season. Yellow Eye will start in 8th. Well, as you've seen, this racetrack can throw a lot at you. What will happen in the Grand Prix? Stay tuned to find out.